welcome. These are horse racing selections for Thursday, the 10th of July. I am flatcapcallum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. We'll try and keep it briefer, less waffle. We're not going to talk about potential products and that kind of stuff like we did last night. I think most people got a little bit of titillation out of it, and I haven't replied to a lot of the comments. I haven't had a chance yet, but there's some very, very amusing comments from yesterday's video. So if you didn't see any of the comments, feel free to go and have a little look. There was quite a few that brought a smile to my face. And just so there's no sort of doubt on any of this stuff, because I appreciate not everybody gets dry humour, and there'll be plenty of neurodiverse followers on here who will take things literal. I was joking. I genuinely got an email about selling fruity products. I have no interest in having them on the channel, all right? Just so we're all clear. I know most of you get that, but not everybody does, all right? So yes, that was me. It was me having a bit of ants. But there was some stuff in the comments that really tickled me. There really was. So very well done, everyone, for brightening up the day. Yeah, we'll just stick to the waffle and salad chat, I think. So we'll do the review of Wednesday, which was a small profit, which is good. And then we'll do Thursday. Thursday's outlay is £11. And carrying on as I have been sort of on recent videos, bets are a little bit fiddly, but that's how I'm doing it at the moment for a variety of reasons. But the play for Thursday is 6 horses, 5 races, and what I've done is put them into 2 different Yankees. There's a couple of horses in both, and then 4 of the horses are only in 1. That's how I've played it. Alright, so the review. We started off really nicely. Well done, anyone on SP there, Drawn to Dream. There was some horses at the front of the market that were really, really backed in. And that drifted that out, and it went off at 50-1, ran an absolute cracker, lost by half a length. So great start. Channel had 25s, but if you're on 50s, well done. Then we had an on-runner. Then Vahoyan went the other way, 4-1 joint favourite, or something around that. I think that maybe the horse that won was a favourite, and it was second favourite. So that was well backed in, and that was second also. So we had 2 seconds and a non-runner. The excitement builds, and we have a big fat letdown. I think we were like 5th and 8th or something like that out of 9 runners. Not really that close. So yeah, super annoying to think, we're just in that position. We might actually get, maybe 20-30 quid profit on the board. No, it was £9.50 on, £13.80 back, £4.30 profit. Now it might be a few quid, and that's all it is, but it constitutes about 40% ROI. So, if you did that every single day, we'd be absolutely laughing. But we haven't been recently. So, puts us, profit for the week, 'cause it's first day of the week, and £1.75, I think, up for July. So we're going to the 10th of July, up for the month by £1.75. All right, here's the play for Thursday. So, leg 1 or bet 1, 2 bets, bet 1. 3 o'clock Newmarket. I only put it in one of the bets this because it's a 3-year-old handicap, which I don't play very often, but it was a real standout American style. It fits a lot of trends for that race, which is you want to be drawn high, you want to be low weight, so under 9 stone, and you want to be a prominent racer. Basically, all the last few winners of the race all fit that bill. Drawn high, prominent racer, low weight. I think the form's really, really good because there are horses that have beaten it recently who are in this race. It gets overlooked from a win purpose. So I really wouldn't rule it out from a win point of view, but the place point of view, it's a really good value place price. So American Style's in at 18. Then the 5:20 Newmarket, this is the race where I've got 2. So we're going, where's Freddie? One last time. Whether or not we can go back to back, we might have a bit of a slump. That's the query with the horse, but the form's very, very good, and the price doesn't represent that. So where's Freddie's in at 10s. And then the bottom 2 are the ones in both bets. So 6.45 Leopardstown. I've only got 1 in Ireland today. gone through all those big field handicaps, and Ferrybank's the only one. Good. It's a good value horse. It's a really open race as far as the market would have it. I think there'll be a lot of topsy-turviness around the favourite, but I think it's definitely going to be given a good go in this one. Billy Lee's booked to ride it. Leopardstown's good. I mean, we've got history with the horse. We backed it a number of times. We backed it the day I had a channel meet up in Dundalk. We backed it when it won. So yeah, I think Ferrybank's worth its place in there in both bets, 10s. And then an old timer, Musica, 7.35 at Epsom. It's not been so good the last couple of times. I think Kieran Fallon riding is an interesting booking. He's riding a few for David Amara at Epsom. And yeah, the horse got form last year, ran well when it the one time it came down to Epsom. It's normally run in more northerly tracks, so I don't think they're taking it down there just for the crack. So yeah, because it's going to be a long night. But, well, I don't know if the horse is staying over. I don't know. It might be a Premier Inn with the horses. If you're staying around there, you might bump into it. But yeah, it's got a really decent enough back form, even though it's an ageing horse, to say that 12 to 1 is a really good price for that horse. So the bet, 16p each way Yankee. So that's what I mean. It's fiddly prices. But there's reason in it where it rounds up to exactly £11 for the day. So 16p each way Yankee. There is an additional 23p each way double. These two are not in the other bet, so we're having a little bit more on these first two Newmarket horses because they're only in the one bet, and we've got a smaller stake Yankee on. Then we've got 50p each way singles on American Style and Musica, and 50p win singles Where's Freddie Ferrybank. The bookie advice is Sky are better for extra place terms. As an aside, I know people, I mean, I haven't got access to a Sky account at the moment, but people are just telling me left, right and centre how terrible the upgrade is. And the bit I'm not sure people understand is that they've basically tried to put it on the same platform as the other Flutter groups, so i.e. the same platform as Paddy and Betfair. So the reason why all the user experience is not as good is because they're not trying to make it better, they're trying to make it similar to the others. That's their aim. But yeah, there's a lot of people slating the upgrade. I've not been on there myself. So Sky are best for extra place terms, and then Paddy 365 and Betway are joint next best in order to get 4 places on that 520. 6.98, that's bet 1. And then bet 2, 520, we're going with another old timer, Dutch Decoy. Its form at Newmarket on the straight 1 mile is exemplary. So yeah, I couldn't really leave it out. 17 to 2 is in Dutch Decoy. Then we've got 6.45 Leopardstown Ferrybank as discussed, 7.35 Epsom Musica, 12 to 1 as discussed, and we're finishing here. The last horse of the day for me is the 8.10 Epsom OJ Lifestyle, 12 to 1. I've got it down as a horse that at some point will just bounce back suddenly, and let's see if it's this day. It's got a good enough form to suggest it should be competitive, but it's not done much anything this season. It's trained by the Moors, so Gary and Josh Moore. Basically, they from a flat point of view, where you want to pay a lot of attention to them particularly is all around where their training base is. Their training base is in Sussex, and they do best at, go figure, Goodwood and Brighton, and next best at Epsom. So Goodwood, Brighton being in Sussex, Epsom being in Surrey, close by. But yeah, they're the best 3 tracks they have for win percentage. The jockey booking's a little niggle for me because Reece Clutterbuck is not their first choice, and he's not even won a race for them this season. Tom Quealy takes a lot of their rides, but he's going to Newbury for 1 for them. And then Ashley Lewis is an apprentice, and the Moors do well with their apprentices. He's he. Don't actually know if Ashley Lewis is a male or a female, or possibly in between. So I'll stand corrected there. So Ashley Lewis, gender unknown to me, is also riding Epsom, I think, on one of the Moors horses, and has done very well for them with the £7 claim. Anyway. That's it, last leg. 16p each way Yankee again, and a 50p win single. It makes it to £4.02. £4.02 at 6.98 is £11. And again, the bookie advice, because the 520 Newmarket is the same, Sky are best, then Paddy 365 Betway. And that's bookie advice on the basis of extra places, not prices, extra places. And you know, as mentioned, I don't have access to a Sky account myself, so I'm not using it at the moment. You know, my day-to-day betting, I've got multiple accounts for different bookmakers, but I'm not using a Sky account at the moment. So that's it. All right. I think that's me. Other than to say, Friday's racing, I'm definitely a little bit time poor. So I will do my best and let you know. It might even be that I'll try and put something out but not having looked at all the meetings potentially. That might be it. So I'm out late on Thursday and I'm up very early Friday morning. So I can't do a video Friday morning. So it would be Thursday late, but I need to be up early for Friday morning, so I'm not going to go to bed really, really late Thursday. So I'll update you. There's a chance I might just not be able to do it properly. There's a chance I might be able to do some of it and then just put up a small bit, and miraculously I might be able to do the whole thing. We'll see. But yeah, so Friday slight question mark. And then yeah, Saturday's it looks like it's going to be a busy day potentially, and Sunday looks okay. I think there's a decent meeting at Southwell on the all weather, and then there might be some stuff in Ireland. All right, that's me. I hope your week is going well, and don't, you know, sorry to disappoint, but there isn't going to be some extracurricular based toys to distract you in the description of this video. It will just be all my usual stats. All right, that is me. Thank you very much. Bye bye.